A lot of you will see the Dallas Cowboys,
Winners
of 5 straight, trying to wrap up the NFC East with a win. But they've got to take on a tough Indy team who won 6 of 7, led by Andrew Luck right now, who's hot as anybody.
A lot of people are saying Andrew Luck right now is the comeback player of the year. I totally agree. If they say, well, maybe J.J. Watt in Houston, or maybe Deshaun Watson in Houston with that knee. But you can rehab an ACL in the leg. But when you have your future as an NFL quarterback in doubt, because we did not know if he could play this year. He missed all of last year. He has not only played, he has played exceptionally well, and I think comeback player of the year for him is a lock.
Hey, Terry, regardless what happens in this Indy game, the Cowboys are going to win the NFC East, and they're going to host a wild card team. I know, as far as the coaches, they're going to look down the road. The players got to play them one game at a time, but the coaches can use this to an advantage for them. They can look at like Tampa and saying, for instance, we got to corral Jameis Winston. That'll carry over if they host Seattle that first playoff game. Or even the New York Giant offense.
For Wilson, because of Wilson?
Yeah, because of Russell Wilson and his scrambling ability. And the Giants offense is going to be similar, to what they might see if they play Minnesota. So get ready for the playoffs right now.
Think about 6 weeks ago. This offense was floundering. The offensive coordinator was under fire. The offensive line was under fire. The quarterback was under fire. They make the trade for Amari Cooper, a guy who had regressed in Oakland for a better part of a year, a little bit more. He's reborn in Dallas. The offense is reborn, and they've got a great defense. Really, Jimmy, for me, the thing is they're going to probably host a game in the beginning of the playoffs.
Right.
They've got to go on the road. I think they'll go as far as Dak Prescott takes them.
He's got to eliminate the negative plays.
Well, the MVP for the Cowboys is John Gruden, to be honest with you. To send Amari Cooper over to this team when you thought we all knew this kid. He's young, has a lot of talent. That entire team in Oakland was floundering. You don't give away great players, which they did. He went to a system. He's been a safety blanket for Prescott. And on top of it, between Ezekiel and Cooper, they combined for 943 yards in the last 3 games, which is more than 10 teams. I mean, these two are definitely, it goes through Ezekiel Elliott, through Cooper, but I agree with you. Prescott's got to be the guy.
Saban at Alabama asked the Cowboys, what are you waiting on? Take him. And they took it.
Yeah. And by the way, the Cowboys do get Sean Lee back today. He's going to have spot play. We'll see if he has an impact.